Notts County Talk back with another reaction to a signing. I don't know how many more of these we'll do this season. I asked on the last one if it was the final signing Notts will be making. So my question to put in the comments, I want to find your answers out. Do you think this will be our final signing? Or do you think we've got a striker on the way? Obviously, a few rumours of interest in a striker, but do you think this will be our last signing? So let me know in the comments. But we have completed the loan signing of 19-year-old Spurs player Tyrese Hall. Now, I spoke about this weeks and weeks and weeks ago when we got Eor Pender in from Huddersfield. Teams are going to start to trust us with their youth players. And after the absolutely outstanding, and it was a huge success, when we loaned in George Abbott, Spurs again are trusting us with a very talented player. Now, I've already seen Tyrese Hall comes in as a midfielder, quite an attacking-minded player. The Spurs fan said if we're comparing him to George Abbott, he's a bit of a different player, but what he does have over George Abbott, where Abbott obviously has some things over Tyrese Hall, what Hall has over Abbott is he's a lot better on the ball. Now, I'm not going to come on and give you a reaction and say I've watched massive amounts of him, watched a few clips of him in the past few minutes. Does look a good player. Now, it's been also reported that there was Championship interest, that there was League One interest and League Two interest. If we fight that off and we get him, is that to do with that good relationship I've just mentioned with Spurs, where we've massively developed George Abbott, who's probably now ready for a Championship loan after just a year in League Two, was outstanding, probably our best player last season. But they've trusted us with Tyrese Hall and we've got him in. So that's going to give Patterson some more options. Obviously, the kind of player he is limited because he's played a lot of under-21 football in a very, very talented under-21 side. There's some names on there that people might have heard of. His only real experience has come against the EFL sides in the EFL Trophy, which, is good. It's good that we can pit him against those players. I'm thinking of Charlie Whittaker last year, came in. Very, very, very little senior football, if any at all. At least Tyrese Hook comes in with a little bit of that experience. Comes in and another young player, makes the age of the squad a little bit lower again, brought in Jaden Luca. So we are looking for that experience in there. We've got Norburn. We've got some senior players that are starting to, become really experienced pros as well. So it's a good balance. And I'm just interested in what people think of this signing, because it comes with a lot of fanfare. So did George Abbott. So did Eor Pender. George Abbott, obviously fantastic. Tommy Eor Pender looked really good, especially for the first half of that game on Saturday against Newport. And Jaden Luca, Grimsby fans excited by him. Luton fans excited by him. So we're getting players in. It's another loan signing, which takes us to quite a high count of those. You look at Al Joffrey that's come in. You look at Jaden Luca. You look at Tommy Eor Pender, Barry Cotter. So there are a lot of loan signings in, but does it mean someone's going out the other way? I'm thinking Edwards. I'm thinking Hinchy. Now I'm a fan of Hinchy. I think he could have a part to play this season, but you bring in more and more loan players, and it's just pushing out those players we've already got. Edwards got minutes on Saturday. I'm not sure how many more I'll get for the whole season, but surely there's got to be some kind of leeway in terms of we have a bloated squad already. George made a funny comment to me that soon we'll just, it'll be like we were just felt like we're bringing players on Saturday to get minutes, to keep people happy. Edwards coming on at wing back. Obviously, that's not the case. We went out to win the game, and Patterson would have put out the side he wanted to win the game. But we are going to end up with a massively bloated squad because we had put people like Edwards on 2-year contracts. But it's more quality coming in. Going back to the question I asked earlier of are we going to have more incomings, I think we will see a striker come in. But yeah, it should be an interesting one. Tyrese Hall is a player that I think will excite us. We've got Bennett's in, we've got Luca in, we've got Dennis who looks a handful in, we've got Jody coming back to how good he was, we've got Barry Cotter who's actually quite exciting going forward. So it's another player that makes us a more exciting side. Definitely not as one-dimensional as we were last season and passive and relying on a 37-year-old David McGoldrick in some games, thinking Swindon away, thinking Bradford away to put one in the top corner from 30-35 yards. We're not that anymore. So let's see how he is used. And let's see how that loan sign affects how many players we've actually got. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think it's a good sign. If you're a Spurs fan watching this, let us know. Let us know what to expect from him. But that is another signing in with the next home game coming at Saturday against Salford.